rolling hills, Pastor John was renowned for his charismatic sermons and unwavering faith. His church, the Heartland Chapel, was a beacon of hope for the community. Every Sunday, parishioners filled the pews to hear his powerful messages of love and redemption. However, beneath his devout exterior, Pastor John harbored a dark secret. He had discovered an ancient tome hidden in the church's basement, an old, leather-bound book filled with forbidden knowledge. Curiosity turned to obsession as he delved deeper into its pages, unlocking secrets of dark magic and forbidden rituals. One fateful Sunday morning, Pastor John stood before his congregation, the weight of the book's secrets heavy on his soul. As he preached, he began to weave subtle spells into his words, enchanting the minds of his unsuspecting flock. Eyes glazed over, heart softened to his will as he subtly manipulated their emotions and thoughts. Throughout the 23-minute sermon, Pastor John's voice took on an otherworldly cadence, drawing power from the ancient words he had unearthed. His gestures, once benign, now held a sinister grace as he orchestrated a web of influence over the congregation. Unbeknownst to the parishioners, strange occurrences began to unfold within the chapel walls. Shadows danced in the corners, whispers echoed in the silence between Pastor John's words, and a chill settled over the once warm sanctuary. A few among the congregation sensed something amiss, but their unease was drowned out by Pastor John's commanding presence. As the sermon reached its climax, Pastor John's eyes glowed with an eerie light, and his voice resonated with a potency that bordered on supernatural. He called upon the congregation to heed his every word, to surrender their wills to the divine purpose he claimed to serve. Slowly, unwittingly, the parishioners began to submit, their minds ensnared in his dark spell. Outside the church, the townspeople sensed a shift, a palpable disturbance in the air that sent shivers down their spines. Some whispered of strange dreams plaguing their sleep, of inexplicable fears that haunted their waking hours. Yet, none dared to confront the charismatic pastor who had always been a pillar of their community. But not everyone was oblivious to the growing darkness within Heartland Chapel. Sarah, a young parishioner with a keen intuition and a penchant for investigation, had noticed subtle changes in Pastor John's demeanor over recent weeks. Her suspicions deepened as she witnessed the congregation's unusual behavior during that ominous Sunday service. Driven by a mix of fear and determination, Sarah delved into the church's history, uncovering forgotten legends of past pastors who had succumbed to similar temptations of power. Armed with this knowledge, she confronted Pastor John in his study one stormy night, just as he was preparing for another ritual to cement his control over the church. Their confrontation was tense and fraught with supernatural energy. Pastor John, caught off guard by Sarah's resilience, attempted to ensnare her with the same dark magic he had used on the congregation. But Sarah, fueled by righteous fury and an unyielding faith, resisted his spells and confronted him with the truth. In the ensuing struggle, the ancient tome fell from Pastor John's grasp, its pages aflame with spectral fire. With a final desperate incantation, Pastor John tried to seize the book once more, but the magic turned against him. A blinding flash of light engulfed the study, and when it faded, Pastor John lay unconscious on the floor, the dark magic vanquished. In the aftermath, Sarah rallied the church community, exposing Pastor John's deeds and leading them through a period of healing and renewal. The ancient tome was sealed away, never to be opened again, and the Heartland Chapel reclaimed its role as a sanctuary of genuine faith and compassion. Though scars lingered from Pastor John's betrayal, the town found strength in their shared ordeal. And Sarah, now regarded as a heroine by her fellow parishioners, vowed to uphold the true spirit of their church, where faith was a beacon of light against the encroaching shadows of darkness.